Welcome back to the Game Smart channel. Happy Wednesday morning to everybody out there. This is a follow-up video. That's right, we have more evidence that came in, and it is pretty clear in my mind exactly what occurred. I'm going to present everything to you guys, and then you guys tell me what you think. We got a lot of comments on the previous video, but I'm here to report the facts and give my opinions based on what I know about slot machines. I don't work for the casinos. I don't work for Gaming Commission. I don't work for any of the manufacturers. But I have worked with them, and I also service and sell slot machines. So I know what tilts are, what malfunctions are, what all of that means to you, the player. So I'm going to give you my opinion based on that side of it because nobody else is really doing that. And then you ultimately can make up your decision. But this new information, I don't know, it seals the deal for me. It explains everything. So let's go ahead and get started and get jumped into that. All right, so what is this exactly? So if you didn't see the previous video, I'll put a little card up here. I strongly recommend you go watch that so you get kind of the background of what's going on here. But again, a lady claimed that she won the $1.27 million dollar jackpot on Wheel of Fortune at a Bally's casino, and they basically told her, no, you didn't, and now she's suing everybody for it. So what actually happened here? So she said it was a real tilt, and this is how she described the situation. She said that she got the bonus spin, and then she spun the wheel and it landed on the jackpot wedge and it said you're a winner, and coins started to fly out. And then she pushed the service button and it said real tilt. And then that's when everything kind of stopped. Okay, that's when they came and introduced themselves, the casino management and all that kind of stuff. We don't know what was said, what was exchanged. We know what she said, but that's the only thing that we know so far about the exchange that took place. And so if you want to know what to do in that situation, go watch that other video first because we kind of explain what you can do there. But let's jump into this new evidence because for me, I think this unfortunately looks bad for her. I don't think she's going to have a big shot at this just based on what I see. So let's go ahead and jump into that. And we have here the picture that was in the news article and the one that she took, okay? She is playing what is called diamond spins. It's Wheel of Fortune diamond spins. And on this game, you cannot win the progressive inside of the base game, okay? You have to get the wheel spin first, and then it is one of the wedges on the wheel itself. So if a pointer is lit up and it lands on that jackpot, then you win the jackpot, okay? So that's what she's claiming happened. But let's get into some more what actually happened. So here's the machine. Again, shout out to that member. I don't want to release his name in case he doesn't want me to tell anybody, but we thank you for sending this in. He went and found the machine and took this picture of it. And I want to zoom in to the wheel here, okay? All right, so I want to explain a couple things. Do you guys see that wedge sitting there on the left pointer? It says jackpot with a big dollar sign on it. That is the jackpot wedge. So why didn't she win it? Well, let's go back to this slide and take a look, okay? Look at the combination that she got. She got a wild. She got a wild 2 times, and then she got a spin. But that spin symbol only has one pointer on it, and that is the center pointer, okay? There are 3 different types of spin symbols that occur on this game. This one that has 2 pointers, which is the center one and the one to the right, and then one that has 3 pointers, which is all 3 of the pointers lit up and eligible for pay. So she only had, on this line hit, the single pointer at the top, okay? The one that is currently sitting on the 65, as I can see it right here. The other 2 that are flanking it were not eligible because she did not get that on the wheel spin, okay? So I think your wheels are starting to turn a little bit. Well, wait a minute. Now I think I see why she said she got the jackpot, because it's clearly sitting on that left wedge. But that wedge was not eligible, okay? She was never going to win that, right? So I think that's where the confusion is that even though she did get a win, which was the 65 credits, coins were flying out, it said you were a winner, she thought she got the jackpot because that pointer is sitting there, but it's not an eligible pointer. So let's dive into the game rules a little bit and explain what's going on. So just like I said, this is the game rules for the game. If you get 2 spin wild symbols, either with a multiplier or without a multiplier, and then one of those 3 spin symbols, okay, single pointer, 2 pointers, or 3 pointers, that determines what pointers get lit at the top and what you're eligible for wherever it lands, okay? Again, she only got the single pointer, so it only landed on that 65. And now let's look at this too, because this is another claim that she's making. It says, after the wheel stops, win the award indicated by each of the active pointer Active pointer, that's the strong word. If an active wheel pointer indicates jackpot, win the jackpot award when playing a bet of 3 credits or more, which she was betting 9, or win $25,000 when playing a bet of 1 credit. Now look at this last line. The jackpot award is not multiplied by any value. So she's, in her suit, she is saying that she needs 2 times the jackpot because she got that 2 times on the wheel. But in the game rules, it says you can't do it, okay? And I understand what people are going to say, yeah, but, you know, manufacturers do a bad job of, you know, putting this stuff and explaining this. It's buried in the rules. I agree with you. I agree with you. For a big extent, I think casino manufacturers or not casino manufacturers, but game manufacturers do bury this stuff. And sometimes they use word salads in there, which is impossible for the average player to understand. But it's in the game rules, okay? So the game rules are there for a reason, to explain all the intricacies of what's eligible and what's not eligible. So it's clearly there. She will not win 2 times the jackpot. But she's also not going to win the other one because of that. So before I go to the next slide, what she said in the news story was that she was awarded $350. Well, where did that value come from? As soon as I got the picture from this gentleman that sent it to it, I knew exactly how she got that $350, and it explains everything to me. Okay, so the one on the left here, that is the combination that she got. The one on the right is the wheel result, which is a single wedge in the center on the 65. So, pay line number 5, she got 2 times the wheel spin with 1 wedge, the center, 65 credits times 2 is $130, okay? The second one is pay line 4, she got the red 7, the 2 times multiplier, and the 7 star. That is mixed 7s, it pays 10, multiplied by 2 is $20. And then pay line number 6, which is the wild, the 2 times wild, and then the 7 star pays 100 credits, times 2 is $200. That is a $350 win. That's what she won. So here's the thing. I think the real tilt in this is actually surprising to me, because this is why pictures and video evidence make all the difference in the world on situations like this. Because before I was kind of speculating, now I don't have to speculate as much. What I think happened is that there was a real tilt, but the real tilt has nothing to do with this, because it ended up landing on the 65, and that is what her win was. She was never eligible for that left pointer up there because she didn't get it in the base bonus game. Now, let's take an example. Let's say in the base bonus game, she got the wild, 2 times wild, and the spin with the 3 pointers illuminated, then she would have hit the jackpot. But she didn't. She was never eligible for it. I think there's just confusion here that all the pointers are always lit up, basically just not understanding the game. So my opinion is still kind of stands that I think she's going to have a tough case. Who knows? When these things go to court, and you guys are rightfully so to say the jury will decide ultimately, that's true, okay? Maybe they will have to settle. Who knows? Okay, it's bad publicity. I get that. Do I think manufacturers should do a little bit better job of explaining what's going on, maybe with graphical visuals? I think they do a pretty good job on this game. I've played this game a lot, especially the last trip in Vegas. I played it a lot, so I fully understand all the intricacies of it, but the average person may not, and they maybe need to do a little bit more digging, or the manufacturers need to put it more front and center that, hey, you're only getting this 1 pointer, okay? Sometimes the lights burn out on those pointers, things like that, and it causes confusion. I've even seen this game in the airport where they don't even have the 3 pointers on there where they should. So there's situations where it could be a pretty good case. But unfortunately, seeing this picture, it's still disabled, so they're obviously doing forensics on it. Seeing this picture and understanding how they got to the $350, I cannot see this going very far for this particular instance, okay? Again, this is just my opinion from how slot machines work, okay? I'm not siding with anybody. I'm not siding with the casinos or the gaming commission or anybody. All I'm saying is that I have experience with these things, a lot of knowledge with how slot machines work, especially when they malfunction, because that's what I deal with in this room all the time. And so I understand that part of it, and I wanted to give my opinion based off of that, okay? I'm not here to protect anybody, but I think in this situation, looking at all the facts, and especially this new evidence that came out, I still say that she's going to have a really tough time in court trying to get a solution for this. I really do. All right, well, let us know in the comments. And also, our live tonight, we will make this a topic of discussion for tonight. So if you want to come in and state your opinion, give us, you know, how you're feeling, what you're feeling, keep it civil, and you know what? We'll put you up there and we'll talk about it. Okay, that's what we're all about here. Is we want to get this out in the open and everybody talking about it because it's important. Okay, if you ever encounter a situation like this, you need to know what happens and what you can and cannot do. Okay, all right, guys. Well, that's going to be it. We hope to see you tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time for our live. We do it every single Wednesday. And as always, gamble smart, gamble safe. We'll talk to you later. Bye bye.